Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Katja. This short session is quite mellow and it really has its main focus on stretching out your hips. So we're going to stretch out the front of the thighs, we're going to stretch out the outer hips, the inner thighs, the hamstrings, all the muscles that attach to your pelvis and affect your hip flexibility. So hopefully you feel much better for it afterwards and you feel your hips are a little bit more looser, a bit more flexible, and that will have a really good effect on your lower back as well. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start lying down onto our backs on our mats. Stretch your legs out in front of you, and just before we start moving, let's just take a few breaths to just arrive in our bodies, to arrive on our mats. Leave behind what has happened for you so far in your day, or perhaps if you're practicing in the morning, what is still coming today. Just take this time now on your mat to focus on yourself, to look after yourself, and to really take care of yourselves. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and we sigh out through the mouth. We'll take a nice deep breath in, into the belly, into the ribs, into the lower back. And exhale, let it go. And one more inhaling. Just take a little body scan. And exhaling. And let's start by stretching the arms all the way back and over. Reach out, bring your legs close together and stretch your body out nice and long. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend your right knee in towards your chest. Hold it with both hands and give it a nice little squeeze. Rock it gently side to side. Now with this first part here, first movements, try and relax inside your hip joint. And instead, use your hands, your arms to guide the leg. Now take that into small circles. Just circling your thigh bone inside the hip socket. Change direction. We'll keep breathing in and out. Good. And then we'll hold the right leg with the right hand only, opening your right knee out to the right side. You can place your left hand on your left hip. Can you keep your left side grounded whilst your right knee goes out to the side, just as far as you're not rolling off, and you're squeezing your right knee in towards the right side of your body. Feeling the stretch to the inner thigh and already getting into the hamstrings a little bit. Inhale, come back to the center. Same leg, but switch your hands. Left hand around your knee. Right arm to the floor beside you. And then very gently cross your leg over. But we only go a little bit. And just see if you can find possibly a stretch in your right outer hip. It might mean you let your knee go slightly further away from you. Or maybe perhaps it feels better by squeezing your knee up closer towards you. It's just a very, very gentle twist. Bringing your leg back to the center. Bend your bottom leg. And then with your right hand, catch the outer edge of your right foot. Your right foot is flexed. Your right knee is bent. Draw your right thigh down to the side of your right side body. Happy baby pose with one leg. Your left knee, allow it to open out to the left. You can bring your left hand on your left inner thigh and encourage the flesh to move out to the left. Keep drawing the right knee down towards the floor. Your shin bone, your right shin bone is vertical. Breathe. Try and lengthen your tailbone forwards, just in case you have lifted your bottom off the floor. Try and bring your bottom back down to the mat. And then we let go of that leg. Bring the soles of the feet together. And again, just take a moment, scan the body. Perhaps notice already a very slight difference. The right side is done a little bit more than the left side. Stretch your right leg out forwards. Left knee up, draw the left knee in towards you. Hug the left knee in towards you, nice and tight. Rock it gently side to side. So just imagine you could be spraying something like WD-40 in your hip joint, and you're massaging it into it now, so it gets all very smooth. No more creaks. Circle your knee, using your arms, your hands to guide the leg. Other direction. And then we're holding our left leg with the same side arm, opening the knee out to the left. Our right hand is going to check that the right side hip, the right side of the body is staying anchored, not rolling off to the left. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left side rib cage, left side shoulder. Great. Bring your knee back. Switch hands. Cross your left leg over to the right. But remember, you're resisting lifting your left side buttock off the floor. It may come off a little bit, but you're not yet going into a big twist yet. And perhaps looking for a stretch in your outer left hip. Breathe here. And bring your leg back. Bend your bottom leg. And then with your left hand, catch the outer edge of your left foot. Your arm is to the inside of your leg. Left leg is bent. You're drawing the knee down to the outside of your left side towards the floor. Right knee is opening out to the side. Breathe here. Try and feel your pelvis as level as possible. Lengthen the tailbone forwards again. Shoulders down. Back of the neck is nice and long. Carefully release your foot and bring the soles of the feet together, releasing into reclined butterfly, relaxing in your hips. Inhale here and exhale. Bring your knees up together, cross your right ankle over your left leg, flex your right foot, press your knee away. Good. Maybe staying here if this is enough for you, or thread the right hand through the gap, pick up your left thigh or even your shin and drawing your left leg in towards you. You can flex your feet. Your left foot, it's like it's pushing against the wall or a sofa or bed. So you can use that leg to help you gently press in. Feel that really, really good stretch in the outer hip. And then we'll bring the left foot down, take the hands away for a moment from your legs, and then cross your right leg all the way over. Good, now from here, you might find it's helpful to lift your head for a moment, pick up your legs, and then reach forwards. Your left hand is holding onto the top leg, somewhere along the shin, down towards the ankle. Your right hand is holding onto the bottom leg. Now you squeeze your knees in towards you, and you encourage your feet out to the side. Lower your head back down. Draw your shoulders down. Now for each of us, this pose will look a little bit different, okay? Some of you will have the feet right out to the side. And then some of you, like me, the feet not going very far at all. So as long as you get some kind of stretch in your right side buttock, right side hip, really good. That's all what you're looking for. And then releasing your legs. We'll just stretch the legs out for a moment and give them a gentle shake. Good, let's repeat on the left side. Cross your left ankle, left knee out to the side. Press your knee gently away. Good, again you may stay here, pause here and breathe. Or left hand through the gap of the legs. Pick up your thigh or holding onto your shin. Keep your feet flexed and drawing your right leg in towards your right side chest. Be very careful not to let your head hang back. Keep the back of the neck long. Become aware of any differences between the two sides. Again, rest assured we all have our imbalances. So just notice what's happening in your body. Releasing your right foot down, take the hands away from the body. Cross your left leg all the way over. And then bring the knees in, lifting the head for a moment, reach forwards, holding onto the shins. Draw the legs in towards you. Encourage your feet to go towards the sides And then if possible, lower your head back down. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then release it down. Well done. Take your feet down to the mat. Legs are bent. Your feet are near the edges of the mat. Drop your knees over towards your left side. Release them. And then as long as your right knee is comfortable, place your left foot on top of your right thigh, just above the knee. And then you can use the weight of that left foot, leg, to just give it a little bit more stretch. Now please be really careful not to arch your lower backs. So very gently draw the belly in. And visualize that your right hip bone, a little knobbly bit at the front of your pelvis, is lifting towards your right shoulder and away from your right knee. So you're really long. Very nice. Take the left foot off your leg and bring your knees up. And let's take our knees over to the other side. Again, you may stay here if that feels plenty, or right foot on top of your left leg. Again, always respecting your knee itself. If the knee joint hurts, back off. Again, reassess the position of your lower back. Very gently tuck the tail under. Abdominals engaged. Now we're stretching a little bit more the front and along the side, the thigh. And then foot down, bring your knees all the way back up. Bring your legs in towards you. Stretch your legs up to the sky for a moment, holding them, stretch them out. And then bend your knees. Rock yourself all the way up to sitting. Good. I'm just going to face you. You can stay as you are. Bring your left leg in first and then cross your right leg in front. Try and cross your shins so that your feet are coming close to the opposite knees and you have a space between your shins and your pelvis. You're not tucking your feet right in. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Stretch up tall. And then as you exhale, we're going to reach forwards. Lengthen out of your hips. Stretching forwards. Release your arms. Relax your head. Close your eyes. Now if it's tricky for your body to relax, allow it to sway a little bit. Really nice, just a gentle movement side to side. If it feels really good to be still, just be still and present. Breathe here. Now walking your arms over towards your left side, left leg. Reach out forwards through your right arm onto that diagonal. Good. And then hopefully notice that increase in sensation down the right side of your body, even the lower back, down into your right hip. Keep reaching your right arm forwards. Releasing your head, your neck. And then bring yourself back to the center and roll yourself slowly back up. Good. Change the cross of your legs. Stretch your legs out for a moment. And then bring your right leg in first and cross your left leg in front. So again, we'll try and get those feet to be close to under our knees. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, big stretch forwards. Good. Softening your face, your jaw. Relax the tongue. Maybe your eyes are closed. Maybe a little bit of movement if it helps your body to ease into it. Or perhaps a couple of breaths of stillness. And then we're walking our arms, our body onto our right side diagonal over the right leg. The left arm is really active now, reaching diagonally forwards. Good. And once you have paid attention to where the stretch is now more intensified, so take a moment to scan the rest of the body, bringing awareness to the whole body. not just the area that is feeling the most stretch. Great, bring your arms all the way back to the center and roll yourself all the way back up. Great, from here, make your way onto your hands and knees. Place your hands mindfully, stretch out the fingers, tuck your toes under, and then we send the hips back towards the heels first, and then floating up your hips into a downward facing dog. Now step your feet as wide as the mat. Good. And then give yourself permission to just move around a little bit. Whatever that feels for you, just go with it. Sway the hips, walking on the spot, just releasing. Press into the hands, lift the hips up high. And then bring the feet together and slowly lower your knees down. From here, step your right foot forwards towards your right hand. With both hands framing your right foot, making sure your heel is right underneath your knee. To start with, let your hips sink forwards towards that front leg. Good. Spine is nice and long on a diagonal. The head is part of the spine. We're just leaning into that front foot. Shoulders away from the ears. Then we draw the hips back and we lift up our torso. Good. Now very different. With the weight back over your back leg, we're going to tuck the tailbone under. Feel the belly really firm. And you feel the stretch in the front of your left hip now. Your left hip flexes. Now just lean very, very, very carefully forwards. Only like an inch or so. And then feel, hopefully, that really good length and opening across the front of your left hip. Take your right hand onto your right thigh and stretch your left arm up towards the sky. There's a real length from your left toes all the way across the knee, up the thigh, past your hips, your waist, the ribs, arm up to the fingertips. From your inhale, exhale, lower your left hand down. Place it opposite your front foot. You can stay as you are with your back knee down or tuck the back toes under, straightening your back knee. Bring the right fingertips to the shoulder and take your elbow pointed up to the sky. Again, maybe staying here if this feels restricted for your shoulders. If it feels okay to extend your arm, it feels good on your shoulders, stretch your right arm up. Breathe here. And breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in downward dog. Bring everything back to symmetry. And exhale. Left side, lower your knees down. Step your left foot forwards between your hands. Nice big step forwards so that when you start leaning into that front leg, your left knee is still pretty much over your heel. Support yourself on your fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. We're just going with gravity. And exhale. Good. From here, draw your hips back. Weight is now going much more over the back leg. Lifting yourself up. Good. Again, let's re-establish the position of the pelvis. Lengthen your tail down and gently tuck it under. The right hip is now lifting up. Lean just an inch into it. Good. So hopefully feeling that good stretch. Keep rotating your right hip forwards to the front of your mat. Left hand on your thigh. Right arm reaches up. We are stretching out our hip flexors. One more inhale. Exhale, release your right hand down, opposite your front foot. Good. Either keeping your back knee on the mat, staying as is, or tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee, charging the legs. Left fingertips to the left shoulder, take your elbow and reach it up towards the sky. Stay here, or reach out through the fingertips and stretch them upwards. Take another breath here. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower the arm down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhaling in downward dog. And exhaling. Slowly walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Again, if the legs feel tight, do bend your knees a little bit. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, lift halfway up, making a flat back, drawing the shoulders back. Exhale, fold down, placing your hands down to the floor or holding onto your legs, drawing yourself in. Inhale, halfway up, lengthening, heart forwards, hips back. Exhale, fold it down. One more. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, fold it down. From here, slowly, slowly, soften the knees, roll yourself up to standing, grounding into your feet. Keep your head heavy. It will be the last to come up. And then from here, take your arms all the way up towards the sky. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, draw your hands to the heart. Good. From here, bend your knees, mini chair pose. Have a look down and check that your knees are exactly in line with your toes, your second toes. Okay, hips are slightly back. Again, with awareness in our abdominals. From here, standing on your left leg, pick up your right foot and cross it over. Good, flex your foot. Now keep bending your standing leg and keep sending your bottom backwards as if you're sticking out your bottom. Lift up your chest. Press your right knee gently out to the side. Now stay here, or if you have good balance, reach your arms forwards. If you feel very wobbly, by all means, go to a wall or to a table or to a sofa, and then you can put your hands on that surface, and it's really nice to have something to hold on to. Yes? If you want to further your stretch, bring the opposite hand to the foot. Your right hand is against the knee, and then you're pressing your hand and foot into each other. Good. You can even try and reach with your fingertips down towards the mat. Then we'll bring our hands back towards our heart. We'll come up a little bit, place the right foot down, that left leg has been working. Rise up to standing, inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, draw your hands to the heart. Breath in here. Second side, exhale, bend your knees. Good, so we're shifting the weight into our right leg. Watch out your knee doesn't roll in. And then cross your left ankle over your leg. Take a moment. That's challenging for our balance as well. Bend your standing leg. And that feeling of sitting back into your heel. Tailbone back, sit bones back, chest forwards. Good, stay here or stretch your arms out forwards. Remember, you can hold on to something, place your hands on a sofa, on a wall, on a table, whatever you have. To intensify, you can bring your hands towards your knee and foot and then press your hand into the foot. Good. Lengthen your spine a little bit more. Maybe bring the fingertips towards the floor. Wherever you are, bring your hands back towards your heart, palms together. Lift up a little bit. Allow that left leg to come back down. Inhale, rise up to standing. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, burst the arms open and fold all the way forwards and down again. From here we have a lovely stretch. We're going to bend our left knee. Your left fingertips are either, if it's reaching the floor, on the floor, or your left hand is on your shin. And then take your right elbow up and extend out through the right fingertips. The right leg is long, the right hip is nice and high. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold the arms down, release it. Same on the other side. Bend your right knee. Left leg is straight. Take the left arm up. Reach it up. Reach, 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 reach. And release it back down. Let's do it just one more time. And right leg long, left leg bends. Visualize your spine is lengthening. And release, sit down. Last one. And left arm up, left leg straight. And release, sit down. From here, walk your hands all the way forwards into your plank pose. Adjust, step your feet back if you have space behind you. Holding your plank, breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale. Push the floor away, feel your legs strong. Feel all the muscles on your front body working. Lower your knees down and take a very, very brief rest in child's pose. Release, inhale and exhale. Come back forwards onto your hands and knees. And we have one more variation of a low lunge. This time it's your lizard pose. Step your right foot forwards to the edge of your mat and then turn your toes out about 20 to 30 degrees. Now lean again forwards, but this time you allow your right knee to open. In fact, let's place the right hand on the inside of your knee and just very gently encourage it to open. My foot likes to roll out a little bit, so if your foot wants to do that, go ahead, let it do it. You can lean with your chest away from it. Breathe. Now, you can keep it as so. Stay here, or if it's possible for you to reach with your right hand back and to perhaps catch your foot, catch your foot. And pull your foot in towards you for another quad stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale and exhale, releasing your foot. Good. From there, releasing your hand back down. And carefully take your right leg back. Tuck your toes under and we'll do one downward dog in the middle. Stretch it out. Inhale here, lift up the groins. Exhale, encourage the heels to lengthen back and down. Bring your knees down, second side. Step your left foot all the way forward to the edge of your mat. Turning your left toes slightly out, 20 to 30 degrees. And then the knee follows that direction. Allow your hips to lean down. You can always pad your back knee with a cushion or blanket if your knee needs padding. Turning your chest towards your front foot, but then as if you're leaning away from it. Breathe here. And breathe out. Good, stay as is, or perhaps reach back with your left arm and catch your right foot. Draw your right foot in towards you. Big quads opening. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing your foot. Sweep your arm all the way back forwards. And then lift your back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Good. In downward dog, bend your left knee. Turn the right heel in 45 degrees and then push up into your right hip, down into your right heel. Look under your right arm. Good, really great to get into your IT band. Good. Then turn the legs parallel and then bring your left knee down to the floor. Bring your right knee forwards towards your right wrist. And then with your left hand, you can help your foot to come forwards. Pigeon pose. Square your hips. Again, if your hips feel you're dropping off to the right, you want to tuck something under your right sitting bone, like a cushion or even just a book, or if you have a block. Sit up nice and tall, inhale, and then exhale, make your way forward, stretch over your front leg. Breathe in, and breathe out. So again, you might be higher up onto your elbows here. Right, you might be still up on your hands, so you just go take it where you can breathe, respect your body. Good. We can also take our arms over towards the left on a diagonal. Keep pressing your hips gently towards the right. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands all the way back to the center. Slowly lift yourself up. And then lean with your body slightly to the right so you can swing your back leg all the way forwards. And if you can, cross it over your right leg. Good. Try and get your left sit bone to root down into the floor as best as possible. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. And then exhale, wrap your arm around your knee. Hug that knee in towards your chest. Turning towards your left. The left fingertips are helping you. Inhale to lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale to gently twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Feel the outer hip is getting a stretch. And twist. Gently release. Just derotate towards your right side. Allow your back to rounded. And then from there we have space to free the left leg. Sweep the left leg all the way back. And we make our way back into downward facing dog. Good. Feet hip distance apart. And from here bend your right knee and turn your left heel in 45 degrees. Push down into your left heel. Push up into your left hip. Look under your left arm. Lovely, lovely stretch down the left leg and the outer hip. IT band. And then bring your legs back to parallel. Bring your right knee down to the mat. Left knee comes towards your left wrist. Help your foot to come a little bit forwards. Please take really good care of your front knee so it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, bring your foot slightly in. Change the angle slightly. Square your hips as best as you can. And when you're ready, it's no rush, lower yourself down. Wherever you need to stop, allow yourself to stop and breathe, being present in this moment. Keeping your mind nice and steady and calm. And then if you like, you can walk your arms towards the right diagonal. Keep pushing your hips gently towards the left. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring your hands back towards the center. Walk them slowly back in close to your body. Leaning over towards your left side now. Your right leg is going to swing around. And we're going to cross your right foot over your left leg. Good. Again, encourage your right hip, your right sit bone to ground down. If it wants to lift up, mine wants to lift up. Push it down. Stretch your left arm up, inhale. And then exhale, wrap your arm around your leg. Squeeze it in and turning your chest towards your right. Right fingertips can help you. Sit as tall as you can. Very gently twisting on the exhalation. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Carefully derotate. Untwist gently the other way. And final downward dog. Sweep your right leg back and make your way back into downward facing dog once more. Stretch it out. Release. And then bringing your knees down towards the mat. Come to sitting. And we're going to stretch our legs out wide to the side. Good. So wide-legged. Sit with your legs as straight as they can be. If this is challenging for you, sit on a cushion or even 2 cushions or 3 cushions, okay? Give yourself a little bit of height and you will be able to sit taller and get more out of the stretch. Flex your feet, breathe in, and we'll take a side bend. Stretch over your right leg, reaching your arm over. Now it might be that your arm, your shoulder feel more comfortable by reaching straight up to the sky. If it's okay on the shoulders, if you feel happy, take your arm over. Inhale, lift yourself up. I'll do the same to the other side. You also can hold your toes. You can put your hand on the floor, whatever works for you. Good. Remember, you keep breathing. If you find you're holding your breath, back off a little bit so that you can breathe again. And one more time, lift up. And exhale, stretch. Good. Lift yourself up. And then bring your hands for a moment behind you. And then dig the fingertips into the floor and sit yourself up right on top of your sit bones. Good. And you might get already really, really big stretch in your inner thighs. And then you just stay there and breathe here. If you find that your pelvis can tilt a little bit forwards, you can start to lean the body forwards. Good. Be mindful that your knees and toes keep pointing up towards the sky. Good. If you find you can go quite low forwards, you might find it helpful to take your arms out in front of you. Breathe. So just take it easy. It's a quite intense stretch for your inner thighs. Again, use your breath to send the message to the muscles to release. And slowly, slowly, slowly release. Come all the way back. We're going to lean all the way back to bring our knees for a moment together and just give our knees a gently hug, tucking the chin in. And then sit in an easy cross-legged position. Close your eyes for a moment. Lift your shoulders up to the ears, inhale. Exhale, shrug them down. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, shrug them down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. And then we take a few moments of Shavasana. So let's lie down onto our backs. So you can have your legs out long with the feet near the edges of the mat. If this is uncomfortable on your lower back, maybe you can more easily relax with your legs bent and then just have your knees gently lean into each other. Your arms can be resting out to the side, palms up, a few degrees a little bit away from your body. Or you may rest your hands on your tummy. And like we started, we'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And we sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Signal the body to relax. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Now let go of your breath. Let the breathing pattern return to its natural rhythm, natural pattern. And just allowing the whole body to release, to find ease. Let go. Finding a moment of stillness. And you can stay here for as long as you have time. Try and stay for at least 3 to 5 minutes just to relax your body. Whenever you're ready, you can make your way back into your life and continue with what you have to do. Thank you so much for practicing with me. See you soon.